republic for one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Audience of citizens, none. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes of the previous meeting?
I didn't look them over.
So I'll entertain a motion to accept any omissions or corrections.
None.
I don't think so. Because we didn't do anything.
You don't have to, because we're perfect.
No.
Remember that.
I'll move to accept them as read.
I second that.
All in favor? Aye.
I,
Okay. good. Public grounds report, Steve Marino.
So A to Z has already been in. They made their first round. They're probably going to come back in sometime over the next week or so to do another mowing if need be. I'm going to hold off on the new business when it comes to the grant we received, the update on Beyond the Gravestone, unless Reason wants to touch base on that. So that
Yeah.
pretty much concludes the Parks and Grounds report.
Good. Okay. Old business. I don't know, recently, that would be old business, right? We finally got a hold of it. Yeah.
We met with Will from Beyond, was that Monday?
Tuesday
Tuesday.
last week.
And went over Christian Lane and Beckley Cemetery's, identified stones for repair, so we are good to go for the 2025 season.
We are just waiting for him to get back with a price.
Yep.
Which should be any day, I would think.
I think.
Steve, I noticed you pulled a PO for it already.
Correct. I just need, whenever that contract comes in, it's got to be signed by a town employee. So if you can get that contract to me as soon as possible, I will sign it and send it back off to him so he can get in and we can get that money off the books.
Yep. He knows it's gotta be done by June 30th.
Mm-hmm.
We stressed that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have identified some, but he goes back and he takes pictures. Him and his wife, we're gonna come back the next day. And do a thorough quote for us. So we should be hearing from him any day. Like I said, that was old business. Steve, you have new business. I gave everybody a copy. Steve, I'll put these in your mailbox unless you got them already. The letters about the grants and everything.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting to get the word from the town manager or from Kevin that the funds are there. Once the funds are there, we will attack Dennison Cemetery. I already talked to A to Z. They're going to do all of the work from start to finish, from taking out the fence to grubbing everything out, adding some new topsoil and putting a fence in. And then if we have any money after that, we will head over to Dunham and try doing the back thing on the back edge that abuts Potter's Field.
Dunham? You wanna go to Dunham?
That's what we put in there. Because that's got the whole backside that's overgrown that we need to do some grubbing and some good landscaping work to get the briars and everything out of, not stones.
If there's money left.
Yes, sir.
Now, you said he's gonna take the fence down at Dennison and put it back up?
He's gonna take the fence down along the Worthington Water District's fence line, property line. We're gonna take that fence down, clean that up, and then put a new fence up. So the only section that has a bad fence is along the backside where Gleechio and them do all the work for Worthington Water.
Yeah, and then the Riverside has that fence too.
Correct. I don't know if we can get up there, but I'm pretty sure that the $9,000 will be eaten up very quickly cleaning up that back shrubbed area.
Right. What kind of, you're gonna have the Britain fence come in and do the
No,
same-
we're gonna try to do everything all in one with A to Z. A to Z does fencing, they do the grub work, they'll do the groundwork, they'll do the clearing, they will do everything. So we will hopefully be able to spend the majority of the $9,000 right there and have it over and done with, hopefully by maybe the August 1st.
What kind of fences are you planning on
We'll,
putting?
we'll put the standard chain link fence that we put up everywhere else. Not the black decorative fit that we have for the fascia, just a standard 4-inch.
Good, yeah,
galvanized.
yeah, perfect.
Yep. I think I think that'll make that area look a little nicer.
Oh, absolutely. Just gotta be careful of that lady on the other side.
We do not want to go near that lady on the other
Oh.
side.
Just make sure you stay away from it. I mean, that right away, I don't know if the stake is still there. But it was, I believe it was 20 feet from
Yep.
fence. So make
Yeah,
sure.
we're only probably gonna clear out about 18 inches on the right side of the fence, which is our property. We're not
Yeah.
looking to go any more than that.
Good,
But I mean, you figure a truckload of topsoil is $600. We'll probably go through a couple of those, so that's probably there's a $1,200 there. The fence is probably gonna be 2 or 3 grand, so now we're up to $4,500. So the money's gonna go quick. Couple bags of grass seed at $130 a piece, some straw, so it's not gonna take very long.
good. That'll be good. Okay,
And then hopefully with any luck, though, another grant will come out next year and we can continue the beautiful work you guys have all done.
well, anything we have to do at Dunham too, remember, we still have about 10 grand there in that account, so.
Yep.
So after we spend the 8, if you we wanna use some of that to finish cleaning that up to get it done this year?
We could do that in-house.
Oh, okay,
It's just, it's a lot of money to hire a contractor to come in and do it. And if we get a slow early summer, June, we can probably get in there and do some work. So we would like to try to hopefully do as much as we can in-house rather than
Perfect.
dumping into that.
even better. Anybody else have anything for new business?
I did say Mayor Mark, the store, and he said you guys are doing a wonderful job. But he's happy.
Love to hear it. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, I have one more thing on new business. So I requested the PO for Beyond the Gravestone, and I think you guys have heard that I've reached out to a couple of other companies and they really met Art and them and they have not reached back out or they don't want to do the business and they don't want to compete. Len happens to think it might be worthwhile to go to council, even though I don't have to ask for them to appropriate spending up to $25,000. What's your guys' opinion on that? You ladies, I should say.
we've been doing this for 2 or 3 years, we never had to go to council.
No, but Len thinks just because of the amount of money we've spent with Beyond the Gravestone and only proprietary going with them, it might look a little better if the council knows why we're only going with one company. It might read a little better in the paper.
Okay,
And you already have the mayor's endorsement, so he's happy with what's going on, he sees what's going on, and we did the presentation. in
We
front
did
of
a
the council,
presentation last
and they
year.
were impressed, so.
Yeah.
that's all right, well, one night you set it up and, if we can come, we'll come.
Yeah, I mean,
Support you.
yeah, I mean, I'll start working, Ally will start working on the agenda item over the next couple of weeks. And then we'll get it in there and done as soon as we can. I will request to spend up to $25,000 with them for next year, just so we don't have to go back.
Yeah, okay, if that's what you think we should do, we'll do it.
I'm just following Len, he's the boss.
It's kinda odd though, we've been doing it for 3 years and all of a sudden.
And you're in some position.
That's one, no, he could be, anyways, we won't go there. Okay, Stevie, anything else? By the way, the fountains at the park, what's going on there? One's not working.
Do I have to answer that question?
No comment, huh?
Can we wait till it's not being recorded?
Okay,
Is that a Veterans Park?
yeah, the duck pond, yeah. Anybody else have anything for new business?
Mhm.
No. Our next meeting then will be on June 26th. Oh, I take that back. Yeah, June 26th. Wait a minute. No, May 15th. May 15th.
Oh, shall we skip it
Yeah.
on?
No, I know.
I thought we were gonna do all.
I'm getting
this.
rid of April quick. Well, if that's it, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
6:09.
6:09.
Okay,
Under 10 minutes again.
is that all? Yeah.
That's odd.
Recording.